So, I know you want to be wealthy one day, please correct me if I'm wrong. Unfortunately, the only way to do so is to start thinking and acting like a wealthy person. So, basically, that's all I'm going to talk about today. By the end of this video, I hope you'll have a clear picture of how a wealthy person can behave. So keep an eye out. Invest in yourself. Number 9. If you want to be wealthy, you must be dedicated to your goals. In fact, you will be unmotivated to make the kinds of changes required to live the life you desire. If all you have are dreams and aspirations, you'll need to work on them. I'm talking about investing in yourself so that you can begin to see the changes you so desperately want. I'm sure the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word investment is probably real estate, stocks, or savings, but investing in yourself is a little different. It could include developing new habits while eliminating bad ones, expanding your knowledge, or getting your financial affairs in order. Furthermore, if you want to earn millions of dollars, you must have the necessary skills. If you want to be taken seriously, you must invest in your own personal growth and spend actual money. Essentially, you should make it a habit of giving back to yourself first before dealing with others. Number 8. Invest the majority of your time in learning. Most of us live lives in which we go to work, come home, eat, and watch TV shows. And some of us go drinking with our coworkers. While it is good to spend time with friends or watch TV for refreshment, it will not make you rich, and it is not how the rich spend their time. You'll rarely find them relaxing, and if they do, it'll be with a book or something to read. Millionaires are always learning new skills, whether it's how to grow or manage their wealth. Life should be its own form of education, and if you stop growing, you stop living. While you don't have to spend your entire day reading the latest investing guide, you should be learning about money on a regular basis. If you want to manage your money wisely, invest your time in learning about the stock market or something that has the potential to make you money, whether now or in the future. This is unquestionably the best way to ensure your mental development and stay current. The value of leisure, entertainment, and relaxation cannot be overstated, but they must be used sparingly and with intention. We spend time doing things that bring us joy. However, we should spend more of our free time working on our physical, mental, and social abilities. This allows us to live with meaning and guides us toward our multi-million-dollar goals. Paying for leisure time will not get you a millionaire lifestyle. You should use your free time wisely so that you can enjoy it later. 7th, invest in assets. Having a wealth mindset rather than a lack mindset is critical to becoming wealthy. And having a wealth mindset entails spending and investing money in assets. This can include anything from stocks to land, real estate, and art. Basically anything that will increase in value. Art is a great option because it has the ability to motivate us, improve our environment, and allow us to see things from different perspectives. It's not an accident that those with money and prestige have spent millions on it since the revolution, and even before that. The ultra-wealthy have used art to protect their wealth from inflation for centuries. So it's not surprising that 10 to 30% of billionaires invest in art. The Wall Street Journal named the art market one of the hottest on the planet. And contemporary art prices outperformed the S&P 500 by 174% from 1995 to 2020. It also has a low correlation to any major asset class, making it an excellent diversification tool in one's portfolio. Furthermore, the total wealth held in art is estimated to be worth $1.7 trillion, $900 billion by 2026. The only issue with the art market is that it has a high barrier to entry. I'm not sure about you, but I don't have millions of dollars to spend on a painting. As a result of today's sponsor, investors like me and you can now invest in the top-tier art market. Masterworks has established itself as the premier art investment platform, leveraging technology and finance to enable anyone to invest in multi-million-dollar iconic artwork by artists such as Banksy, Picasso, and Basquiat. Through Masterworks, you can invest in shares that represent an investment in artwork. Your capital is at risk, as it is with any investment. Your portfolio's value can fall as well as rise, and you may receive less than what you invested. You can look through their artwork selections and invest in any of their current offerings. Just like trading stocks on your phone. You can do that from there at Masterworks. You have the option of holding your shares until Masterworks sells the painting, or selling them on their secondary market. And, as with everything else related to investing, take your time. Nothing is without risk. And number 6, don't work for money. Work in order to learn. Many people struggle to comprehend the concept of working for something other than money. Because if one isn't working for money, what is one working for? Here's the reasoning behind it. If you work hard to pursue your passion or learn something new, you will inevitably succeed, and money will follow. However, if you only work for money, you may or may not be satisfied with your work. Working in an unsatisfactory environment for an extended period of time is not recommended, because it will become stressful and harmful to your health. I'm not saying you should follow your passion blindly in the hopes of making a good living someday. But finding your passion is always possible. Even if you're not enthusiastic about your work, you should make an effort to be interested in it. Before deciding on a specific job or entering the rat race, I would advise you to pursue employment more for the opportunity to learn than for the money if you want to succeed. Consider the skills you want to acquire in the future. By doing so, you will be gaining more skills and steadily becoming smarter, better, and stronger. Number 5, don't learn for the sake of entertainment. Instead, learn to add more value. It has been observed that knowledge is ineffective. You could learn thousands of things today if you don't use it. And there are hundreds of things that will pique your interest. What matters is how you use that knowledge to develop values. Not what you learn and store in your brain or mind to benefit you, if not the world. Learning is the most valuable use of your time in life, and it is the only thing that distinguishes humans from other living things. Humans only invest to receive something in return. So, before learning anything, think about why you should learn it and when you should learn it. If you can answer these 2 basic questions, I'm confident you'll make the right decisions if you want to. Everything has value in the millionaire's mind. You don't have time to pursue hobbies and interests that aren't useful. However, if you approach your hobbies with $1 million mindset, you can turn them into genuine paths to success. 4th, believe in your ability to succeed. Being wealthy begins with your mindset and how you act. One thing about the wealthy is that they always believe that they will be successful in life. Regardless of what happens, this is one mentality that you will need to think and act like a wealthy person. It is possible for anyone to be financially successful. So, develop a smart spending habit while also working on how you save money. For emergency funds, paying off all debts, and looking for investment opportunities. To help you grow in your successes, as this is what will help you grow financially. Because half the battle of being rich is believing you are rich. Believing in your success no matter how small it appears to you. And always maintaining a positive mindset. That you will be a rich person and working your way to becoming one. Number 3 has a specific goal in mind. You've probably heard the harrowing stories of musicians who signed multi-million-dollar contracts, only to find themselves penniless years later. It's because they didn't develop good money management skills while at the top of their game, and didn't have a clear end goal in sight. Consider where you'd like to be in 20 or 30 years. Do you want to be debt-free? Can I contribute to a retirement account? Do you pay for your child's college education? You must have goals in order for every action you take today to further these goals. Number 2, think before you spend. This is a critical skill for the wealthy. There are undoubtedly a plethora of other wealthy individuals who will flaunt their wealth at every opportunity. They may own large mansions, private jets, and host expensive weddings if they have the means to do so. That is not a typical rich guy move. A true rich guy will always try to save money on every expense that must be incurred. So, before you buy anything, ask yourself if you really need it or if you're just getting it because it's on sale. Can you get it for less? Is there anyone you can borrow from instead of buying a brand new one? Can you afford it? Basically, thinking before you buy leads to more thoughtful purchases and better things, similar to the garbage point. When you buy quality, you spend less. At the end of the day, spending less is good for all of us. Number 1, don't be wasteful. Most of the time, you won't realize how wasteful you are until you add all of the ways together. This is the only time you'll notice how extensive the damage is. Being wealthy has so many flaws that you'll continue to believe you have plenty of money to spare. But in the end, you're the one who has to pay the bills. If you want to be like the rich, you should try to reduce all avoidable waste, so that you can start saving that money. Always think of new ways to use old items. We throw away more perfectly good food, more perfectly good paper, and more perfectly good things than we need to. While I am not a fan of clutter in any way, you should think twice before throwing something away. Because the wealthy understand that saving money on seemingly insignificant items allows them to spend their money on more important things. Millionaires are creative and make do with what they have. Learning to think strategically is a great place to start. You can achieve and maintain success by thinking like a wealthy person. You decide if your life is in order and you've gained self-control. People who fail after telling you that you can do anything you want did not consider their habits, traits, and actions. You will not succeed unless you first and firmly take control of these. If you put in the effort to complete this activity and are truly thinking strategically like a billionaire, you're aware that it will require some upkeep, care, and monitoring, as with all important things. Making wise decisions and organizing your time according to your needs is necessary for management. You might want to keep the image on your phone rather than having it hung on the wall. It doesn't matter as long as you make a conscious decision about how you spend your time each week. Take it week by week, and at the end of the week, if you feel the need, give yourself permission to celebrate in a controlled manner. However, don't undo all of your hard work by overspending, quitting smoking, and refraining from alcohol consumption. Anything you do will work against you if it is not directly in line with what you want from life.